So hello everyone, this is Rakshit Raj, and today we are discussing the LeetCode question number 507, that is perfect number. A perfect number is a positive integer that is equal to the sum of its positive divisor excluding the numbers itself. A divisor of an integer x is an integer that can divide x evenly. Given an integer n, return true if n is a perfect number, otherwise return false. So the question here says that there will be a number, integer num, that will be given, and we have to find that is it a perfect number or not. So talking about the perfect number, so a perfect number is a number whose all the positive divisors, when we add them, it returns the value itself, and also excluding the number itself. So as we can see in example number 1, when the number is 28, it can be written as 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus 7 plus 14. These numbers are the divisors of the number 28, and if we add all these numbers, then we can see that it returns 28. And in this case we have to return true, and otherwise we have to return false. If we see the number 7, example number 2, the output is false, as we can't add the divisors of the 7, and we can't get the number 7 if we add the divisors of 7, that is 1 and 7 itself, and we have to not include the number 7 itself. So that is what the question was to say. So now what we can do here, so what we will do in this question is we'll have a loop, and first of all we'll check that the value of I in the iteration is divisible with the integer num or not. If it is divisible, we'll have a variable in which we'll add all its divisor, and then at last we'll check that the sum is equal to the number itself or not. So let's proceed to the code part here. We'll write first we'll initialize I with 0, then sum equal to 0, then we'll have a while loop which will iterate the value of I num. Now we'll have a if condition here, that if num modulus I is equal to 0, that is the value of I here is divisible by num. So what we'll be doing here is, if it is divisible by the num, we'll add it to the value of sum, we'll add I to the value of sum and after that we'll increment the value of I here. After that, while loop will have one condition which will check that if the sum is equal to the value itself. If yes, then return true, else return false. And that was all for the code part here. And before moving to the test cases, I have to make a small change. We have to just change the value of I from 0 to 1, as we have to check from the number 1 that it is the divisor of the integer num or not. So yes, small change there. Now I'll see the test cases, and yes, it passes the test cases here. Now we'll submit the question here, and yes, it is correct. So that was all for this question. Thank you.